Good morning, everybody. Happy Wacky Wednesday. Boom, 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 boom. All right, guys. Morning to everybody. Happy Women's Day to everyone. It's the 9th of August. It's Women's Day, yeah? All right, so happy Women's Day to all the women out there. If it wasn't for you, nobody would be here, yeah? All right, so we've got a full show, and we still do the crack of dawn on public holidays, as I was told. I'm supposed to be sleeping still, you know? Well, that's why we decided to keep the crack of dawn a little later, straight after 10 o'clock, as some people will be up. You know, some kids want to sleep till lunchtime. Some people went out last night, but whatever you did, happy Women's Day today for all of you women out there. You know, I hope you're getting praised and treated special this morning as Darshni Manikan comes in on YouTube saying, Happy Women's Day! Happy Women's Day, honey! Alright, so we got a full jam-packed show for you. No, it's not about Women's Day, but we want to still keep you laughing, even though you're having a public holiday at home. Not everybody's on leave, but yeah, wherever you might be watching the show, thank you guys so much for joining us. And well, we've got a nice lineup for today. We've got Wackett Simpson as our usual laughs in the morning, our pranks. And today's topic is about disturbing things that we discovered, were discovered by fishermen. And a lot of fishermen have interacted with us and sent us their stories as to what they found. They get some creepy things out there. And not forgetting our music entertainment. Yeah, baby! Alright, and last but not least, my personal favorite comedy actress, Auntie Sheila from Durban. Alright guys, so stay exactly where you are. We got a full 1 hour of fun on this Happy Women's Day. Stay exactly where you are. We'll come back straight after this commercial break. Welcome back, everybody! You're still streaming live with us in Lenasia South on Action Full TV. Yeah. Alright, this is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. If you want to join us in this conversation and interact with us in studio today, you can do so by commenting at the bottom of the screen, or you could use, well, the bottom right of your TV or your screen or your phone, and see our contact details are there throughout the entire show. I would prefer if you WhatsApp us, not using the email, because emails don't come straight to us. That goes to our managers and everything. So yeah, a very good morning again to Darshni Manikam. If you're still watching the show, hey man, if you're next door, come join us. Alright, let's open up this show, baby, with our favorite radio presenter, Wackett Simpson, with his senseless survey. Today he's talking about, do Transformers buy life or car insurance? Let's listen.
Alright, this is where I call up a random person, ask them some ridiculous questions. They think it's the census survey. It's actually senseless. It's ridiculous.
Always.
But entertaining nonetheless.
Good morning.
My name is Agent 4193726. I'm calling you from the Census Bureau. I need to ask you a couple questions for your country. It'll only take about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Have you ever zoomed in really fast on Google Earth to see what skydiving feels like?
No.
Do Transformers buy life or car insurance?
Car insurance?
Do you often struggle to separate two shopping trolleys? It's the worst.
Yes.
Ma'am, do you know that marriage is where you bet someone half your stuff that you can stay together?
Sure.
No.
Isn't cleavage like the sun? You can glance at it for only a second, but with sunglasses on, you can stare at it for much longer.
No.
No. Do you agree that an angry woman is like a check engine light? There's no pleasant way to find out what's wrong, so just ignore it and hope it goes away.
No.
Do you think there are parents who think their kids are fussy eaters when in reality they're just terrible cooks?
Yes.
Have you ever felt the need to sometimes apologize to the toilet? Sorry, Armitage Shanks.
There was a lot happening there.
No one was safe.
Wacken Simpson, guys, my personal favorite radio presenter right here on Attenville TV on the Crack of Dawn show. We've got Prince James coming in on Facebook. Good morning, Kimera, and happy Women's Day. Thank you so much, Mr. James. It's such an honor to have you on our show in the morning. Welcome to the Crack of Dawn. I think it's your first time watching the show. I'm not too sure, but I hope you do have a good laugh every time you watch it. The point of this show was to make people smile in the morning, yeah? And I'm a bubbly person, so I'm here early in the morning. For those of you who are residing in the Nation South, I am looking for a partner to join me on the Crack of Dawn. Oh yeah. all right, let's get into it. Today we're talking about the top 5 disturbing things discovered by fishermen. Well, this is around the world, I think. Yeah. So it's hosted by Taylor Smith this morning. He's from the United States, so shout out to Taylor Smith. And well, for all of you women and ladies and people rather, if you are celebrating a birthday today, very happy birthday to you. May you see many more. And well, if you're celebrating an anniversary or anything special, congratulations. Well, I'm proud of you. Yeah. All right, let's start off with Taylor Smith. Coming in at number 5, he wants to talk about 54 hands. Wait, before we get to that, let's talk about the creepiest catches that I actually found. You know, when I was checking out, I was doing research, I was looking at my homework, I was looking at everybody's work in the studio, and there was this creepiest catches and this scary stuff that's actually found while you're doing fishing. So just stand by for me, Taylor Smith, we'll come to you now. Now, we all know that there are some terrifying things actually lurking under the water, if you think about it, right? And you get, first, let's talk about normal stuff. You get your sharks and you get your squids and you even get your salmon that can look terrifying when they spawn. Now people seek out these weird and wacky creatures for food or sport. Alright, but what about the catches that weren't supposed to happen? Alright, I can tell you a couple of stories. But seeing as it's spooky season now, we're looking at some of the strangest and scariest things that found while people are fishing. So, have you ever realized have you ever casted, a fishing rod? And when you reel it back in, you find some really interesting stuff at the end of it. Sometimes it's like, Anyway, let's start at number 5 with Mr. Taylor Smith. He's coming in with 54 hands.
Welcome back, my friends beyond the screen. I'm Taylor, your casual crypt keeper, and I've got something for you today. Fish! They gotta be some of the wettest things in the world, some of the wettest animals we have on this planet, and it's perfectly fine to eat them because they don't have any feelings. Nirvana said that, don't get mad at me. But fish aren't the only things hiding out in the waters, and today we are gonna be taking a look at some of the scariest things caught in nets and fishing lines. Get ready to reel in some terror as we take a look at the top 5 most disturbing things found by fishermen. Do you have a great fishing story to tell me? It honestly doesn't even have to be scary. If you just caught a perch that was particularly impressive, you can let me know down below in the comments. I love to hear. Now let's dive on in. Number 5, 54 hands. In cartoons, you know, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, that kind of thing, they're always fishing out stock garbage, like a fish skeleton or maybe a boot. And I always thought that was pretty funny. You know, imagine pulling up just a totally random thing out of the water. I imagine it's a lot less funny in real life though, pulling up severed body parts or 54 severed body parts, you know, kind of like pieces of a terrible puzzle. In 2018, fishermen in the Beshienya channel of the Amur River made a horrifying discovery when they fished up a bag containing 54 severed human hands. I think we can all agree that's probably one of the worst things ever that you could probably fish up. That's got to be very low at the bottom. At first, they pulled up a single hand, and that would have been enough to make this list, and then the fishermen shortly pulled up 53 other severed hands in a little sack. Someone out there is missing a collection, clearly. Now, I don't know a ton about Siberia's wildlife, but severed hands aren't indigenous to Siberia's rivers and lakes, meaning someone put them here. Investigators gave no clues as to who the hands might have belonged to at one point or why they were all discarded in this manner. The hands were wrapped in plastic shoe covers and bandages, and police took fingerprints from the hands to see if maybe they could be traced, maybe they could get some back to their owners. Now, theories about why 54 severed hands in a bag washed up have unsurprisingly prompted a lot of wild speculation. Really, you can kind of take your pick where you want to go with this. Severed as part of some punishment of a crime syndicate, a lone lunatic with a collection, some sort of demonic satanic ritual, or is it something deeply macabre but explainable? Now, a prevailing theory from local police is that the hands came from a medical scenario, and that means amputations, cadavers, students, does not nearly begin to explain how 54 of them ended up in a bag and then in the river though, and to think they'd probably still be there if it wasn't the right hook at the right time.
Okay, picture this scene, right? I mean, you're sitting by the river, minding your own business, when suddenly your line gets tight or it goes tight. Now you start to reel what feels like a decent sized catfish. When the line gets heavy and the fish actually goes crazy. You know that part that happens in fishing, right? Now as your catch breaks the water, you realize you're not the only one after it. That sounds like a fishtail, yeah? But tell that to the Houston man who actually reeled in a channel catfish that was halfway through being eaten by a snake. Wow. So the video there's a video all over social media, right? The video actually tells you the whole tale in this case, and especially the confusion on the poor the angler's face. Now, what do you even do in a situation like that? Impressively, he managed to release both the fish and the snake back into the wild to fight another day. Now, of course, it's not exactly rare to lose a fish to another predator, but many anglers know that the pain of seeing a shark bite their prized catch is in half. So, killer whales, dolphins, sea lions, they're all known to snatch fish off your hooks, but a snake? That's a new one. I've never caught a snake. But anyway, it's scary and one to get you freaked out about fishing. For those of you who haven't fished before, let's take a look at what's coming in at number 4 with clawfish.
Coming in at that number 4 spot is this terrifying 16-foot long monstrosity hauled out of the ocean by Chilean fishermen, shocking those who learned suddenly that fish can be 5 meters long sometimes. A clip of the oarfish was posted to TikTok where it went viral almost immediately. Little fishy fever sweeping up 10 million views. Most people worried that this fish might be a bringer of bad times, and there might be an inkling of truth to that. The fish is called an oarfish, and it's thought to be an omen of impending bad fortune, which I understand completely. If I was having a nice day on the water and I pulled this thing out, I would not think that I had been blessed. I would not think that good things were about to happen to me. In Japanese folklore, this fish is sometimes referred to as Ryogo no Tsukai, translating the messenger from the sea god's palace, linked to the legend of Namazu, a giant earthquakes whenever it would rise. Now, oarfish live deep in the depths of the sea, really way down there. And there's a theory that they only rise nearer to the surface level whenever there's a disturbance of the tectonic plates. That's the big crust that makes all the earthquakes happen. Definitely make this fish a bad omen and a bringer of earthquakes, and you understand where the folklore behind it would come from. But here's something for you. The actual oarfish is a gentle giant. It's the largest bony fish in the whole world, and it isn't much of a predator, so don't worry about it. It looks like it could swoop you up whole. It's not going to. It prefers to swim around hoovering up plankton. They barely even have teeth, actually. And they don't pose a threat to humans at all, unless you consider scaring the heck out of you a threat. And I hope not, otherwise I'd be threatening you guys every single day, twice a day.
Alright. right, a giant eyeball. Let's talk about a giant eyeball, as today's topic is about things that are scary stuff that's discovered by fishermen. Now, nothing says a sea monster like a huge eyeball staring up at you from the water. I mean, really. Now, the idea of some strange creature waiting beneath the waves is part of many seafaring myths. Now, what really cranks things up a gear is when these creatures make their way onto land, or even worse, just their giant, mysterious eyeball. Wow. Now, that's exactly what one Florida man found on his morning walk along Pampano Beach. Now, no fish, no carcass, just a single eyeball roughly the size of a softball, and oddly, the eye seemed pretty much unharmed. So, that's actually quite scary. Anyway, its piercing stare still looking deep into the soul of the poor fish and wildlife officers who were told to work out its origin. Well, was this an alien? Anyway, some unknown predator of the deep. Turns out it was a swordfish. Now, that's not very scary, you say. Well, hold your horses just for 1 second and think, how on earth did like a lone eyeball find its way onto Pampano Beach? Now, what happened to the rest of the fish, most importantly? Swordfish are apex predators, so what the heck took its eye out? Ever think of that? Coming in at number 3, basket star.
Number 3, basket star. Now, whenever I do these videos about the ocean and all manner of strange monstrosities that live beneath the trenches, I feel like I discover all these new species, and more often than not, the species I discover are ones that I probably would have been fine not knowing existed on this earth with me. When I find out for even 50 seconds that these things live on Earth, puts the fear of God into me. Makes me understand that I could die. Look, I like ocean creatures fine enough, but whenever we do these videos, I just think about how they feel, and I can't imagine our next creature would feel pleasant. This horrible little bundle of spaghetti is called a basket star. It's a very ugly looking fish. I'm sorry, basket star. I mean not to pass judgment, it's just that you're ugly. Maybe a basket star came up on your TikTok timeline recently when an angler from Singapore caught the strange creature and posted a video of it, gaining viral traction as we all came to gawk at the weird tentacled creature. The angler, one Ramlin Same, caught the basket star on one of his usual fishing spots off Pulau Ubin. The creature was writhing and wriggling with what looked like more than 100 wiggly little appendages. Ugh, it looks like all the stuff that collects at the bottom of the sink, you know? Looks like if you put your finger in that, you'd never get it back. I just don't like looking at it. At the time, he thought at first that it was just a bit of seaweed being pushed around by the waves, and when he pulled it up, he thought that possibly the creature was an alien, which I totally get. If I pulled this thing out of the water, I would be calling the FBI. Now, while that would have been pretty cool, it's just this freaky little critter. Now, because they're deep sea creatures, it's rare that humans get to see basket stars up close or study them, which is what made Ramlin's catch all that much more interesting. We actually don't know a ton about these bizarre little creatures. But the other thing that made it so interesting is just because, come on, look at how weird this little pile of noodles is. That exists. That exists on the same planet as you.
We're still talking about discovering things that are freaky by fishermen. Stay exactly where you are. We'll come back straight after this commercial break.
Look at slide 4.
Becky, don't lose your cool. Think of the quarter pounder. It will taste like sunshine on a rainy day. Oh, so make it a day. The quarter pound away. Da 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 da.
Welcome back, everybody. You're joining us in the middle of the show right here in Lenasia South, on Actonville TV. This is the Cracker Dad show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. Happy Women's Day to those of you who just joined us. Hello! You can interact with us, by joining us and commenting at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Or you could use the bottom right of your screen where you can see our contact details right there and interact with us. Alright, so today we're talking about, disturbing things discovered by fishermen. And there are a lot of stories trickling in through our emails. I'd appreciate if you use our WhatsApp line, but hey, I'll use the emails for today. And we've got Taylor Smith from the United States sharing his views and stories and things about disturbing things discovered by fishermen. So yeah, let's take a look at what I have on my side now. There's something called a grenade. Wow. A live grenade? Wow. Alright, so far we've mainly focused on more primal fears like snakes, and you get things like your sea monsters. However, sometimes the things that makes us catch scary is the very real threat it poses, right? So no, we don't speak, or we don't mean shark fishing or even catfishing, noodling. We're talking about reeling in live explosives. Think about it. And I mean, picturing a war-torn wasteland or an old battleground, nope. Now, this has all happened, all the stories I'm getting in is from Florida, Indiana, mostly the United States, so thank you guys for helping us with the show as well. Okay, now, they say in Indiana, that's where one man recently hauled in a hand grenade, right? And this happened while he was fishing in his local river. And luckily, he kept his cool, phoning the police who came to secure the device. Now, where the grenade came from or how it ended up in the Little Kalmit River remains a mystery. Now, I want to know the craziest part. Okay, this isn't even the uncommon. Old guns and explosives are frequently found in rivers and lakes. And they're usually snagged by people magnet fishing. You know, people go with magnets or they go with metal detectors. A lot of people do that. So this case was actually included or concluded. Now, in fact, some European countries have banned the sport for fear of dredging up WW2, should I say World War II bombs. Now, guys, I don't know if you know this. You've watched a lot of American movies. You've watched a lot of action movies where somebody performs or a bad act, you know, with murdering somebody, and then they have to get rid of the murder weapon so they don't get caught and they toss it in the river. Makes sense. All right, we got Taylor Smith standing by. He's coming in with number 2, giant prehistoric elk. Check him out.
Number 2, a giant prehistoric skull. Generally, when you're going fishing, the goal is to catch a fish, maybe even 2 fish if you're getting wild. So imagine the surprise when you find a prehistoric skull on the end of your line. Raymond McElroy, no relation to the podcast Empire, and his assistant Charlie Coyle were shocked to discover a massive heaving elk skull with a gigantic pair of antlers on the other end of their hook. According to scientists who carbon dated it, the skull dates back nearly 11,000 years. Now, shockingly, the water they were fishing in was only about 20 feet deep when they discovered the elk skull. You'd think someone would have tripped over it in 11,000 years or dug it out by now. Giganteous. And I know I'm gonna end up making a bunch of videos about the megalosaurus the way I did the megalodon and the titanoboa. It's entirely possible. This species has been extinct for nearly 11,000 years and was one of the largest species of deer to ever trot around the world. How it ended up in a lake in Ireland, get caught by a pair of fishermen, kind of above my pay grade, but hey, I don't solve the mysteries here, I just ask them and speculate blindly.
Now for a classic. Now, every angler knows a friend of a friend whose cousins, or should I say uncle's cousin, caught some crazy mutant fish at one time. Now, if you look at 99% of cases, it's just a tall tale. Now, a fisherman's story probably repeated and refined by hundreds of different people, but what if this is actually true? Now, every once in a while it is, right? So you can actually find all kinds of bizarre things reeled in from the ocean, from they call it two-toned lobsters. You get these lobsters that are too bright blue with lingcod eyes, and yes, the meat is also blue. If you're wondering, that's not all blue. So some anglers have even come across once in a lifetime catches like albino marlin, and that's pretty much the unicorn of the sea. Now, there's much more than just unicorns out there, guys. For those of you who have a very crazy imagination. The Cyclops also roams the ocean, if you didn't know. Or at least it did, until it was caught by a charter boat in Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. Now, at least everyone assumed that one-eyed albino shark was actually a hoax. Now, however, the country's Center for Ocean Sciences stepped in to confirm that it was a true mutant. Stranger things really have happened at sea, guys. Coming in at number 1 with Taylor Smith, he's talking about ghost shark.
And number 1, a ghost shark. Oh. Roman Fedortsov routinely entertains his 600,000 Instagram followers with pictures of all the bizarre monstrosities he pulls out of the sea while sailing around Murmansk. That's a port city in Russia. His Instagram is a treasure trove of scary undersea finds. It's one of my favorite things on my feed, and I absolutely recommend you give him a follow on any of his social media platforms if you're into this sort of thing, as he is the head honcho for it. This video could easily have just been 5 things he posted on his account. Like I said, this guy is the king of weird stuff in the water. Right here is a fish of many names, sometimes called Frankenstein's fish, due to the stitches all over its body looking like it's like sewn together from all these different fish. It's also been referred to as a ratfish, a ghost shark, a spookfish, but officially they're known as ghost chimeras. These things are bad news from teeth to tail. They got a spicy They do not have a spicy dorsal fin. They might taste amazing, but I doubt it. I mean, look at the fucking thing. They have a spiny dorsal fin that's poisonous to the touch. It's got a mouth of rat-like teeth that helps it grind down anything it catches, crushing its prey in its jaws. Now, it usually goes after delicious things like crabs and prawn, so the rat teeth help pulverize tough shells. You're not really supposed to eat the shells, but it's a fish. Nobody told it that. It also makes for a very handy nutcracker. Now, these little predators also have an inherent ability to detect the electric fields produced by other creatures. I'm just reading fun facts off a Wikipedia page. I wish I even knew the littlest bit about biology, because that makes this fish sound magic. I didn't know fish had like electricity. I should have paid attention in school. Too late. Now I'm here. Now I'm reading YouTube. I could have had a different career. Now, I think as a little treat while I reassess my life and my career path, we ought to have a slideshow of just a bunch of Fedortsov's weirdest catches. We'll do a little lightning round of some freaky sea critters, and I'll react to them. We'll have fun. It's gonna be a great way to end the video. We're all gonna laugh. All right, here we go. Ready? Ready? Baby, that's a face not even Mother Nature could love. I don't mind this one. I wouldn't touch it, but I like it. I like it, the cut of its jib. I'd play cards with this one. Buddy, toss that one back in the water. I don't ever want to see that again. Don't ever put that up on my screen again. I don't ever want to see that. That's about all she wrote for this one, my ghouls and my goblins. Thanks so much for watching. Creep on, creeping on. I think I'll see you in the next one. What was that?
Taylor Smith, everybody, from the United States of America. You know what? I think we all got to reassess where we are in our lives right now. We all had or going towards a brilliant career. I had a brilliant career. Then I decided to go off path and decide, hey, I've got a team right here. We can do broadcasting on our own, son. We don't need to be on the big babies like Super Sport or SABC or even Urban Brew. I want a shout out to all my friends from there. I just gotta say what's up. You know, it's nice that I get an opportunity to do what I love and what I like here in my own space, in my own streaming channel. It's nice. And I've got a lovely team behind the camera. So yeah, shout out to Andy and Pritesh behind the camera. Good morning to the guys. And yeah, well, we gotta rethink our careers. I don't know, but I think we're doing quite well. Alright, as promised, we've got entertainment coming up. But let's take a quick break. We'll come back straight after this commercial break.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, because you're mine. Because you're
mine. Makes you want to go buy some Pepsi. I'm joking. Alright, for those of you who just joined the show, you're a little late. Little bit. No menu very late. We go live at 10, but then I was also late. And then I saw my producers and everybody, hey, you don't get technical difficulties in production. But yeah, hey, we still here. We still live. Welcome back, everybody. You're still streaming live with us in the nation south on Atonville TV. This is the Crack of Dawn Show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. You want to join the conversation? Interact with us in studio, as you can use the bottom column, yeah, where it says live chat, or contact details right there at the bottom of the screen. Alright, guys. As promised, I'm gonna keep you well entertained as we just past the halfway mark on the show. We've got today. Everybody knows that song, "Breaking Me." You're breaking me, la 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 la. Okay, let me stop singing now. My mom used to always tell me, keep your day job, girl. You can't sing. Alright, so topic A7 as Breaking Me is being covered by Marcella from Netherlands this morning. Woo! Check it out.
Call me what you wanna, I'll be what you wanna. I've been here 1,000 times. Falling for another, I don't even bother. I can do it all my life. So tell me if you wanna, cause I got this feeling. I wanna hear you say it, cause I can't believe it. With every touch of you, it's like I've started dreaming. Guess heaven's not that far away. And I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. I'm just right here dancing around to the rhythm that you play when you're breaking my heart. You know that I can't get you out of my system. Yeah, right from the start, you played with my heart. I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You can do whatever, I'll be here forever, spinning around inside this room. Hey, won't you come on over? I'm a sucker for you, wishing we'll be out here soon. So tell me if you wanna, cause I got this feeling. I wanna hear you say it, cause I can't believe it. With every touch of you, it's like I've started dreaming. Guess heaven's not that far away. And I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. I'm just right here dancing around to the rhythm that you play when you're breaking my heart. You know that I can't get you out of my system. Yeah, right from the start, you play with my heart. I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me.
Marcella from the Netherlands, baby, performing for us. Our famous topic A7 is Breaking Me. Stay exactly where you are. Lots of entertainment coming up straight after this commercial break.
The ultimate accessory. The latest shiny thing. Mesmerized. Trying to keep up, but in an endless cycle of spending. In this world of constant upgrades, do you want a bank that takes your money, or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Welcome back, guys. If you just joined us, you're still streaming live with us right here in Lenasia South, baby, on Attenville TV. This is the Crack of Dawn Show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. And if you want to join us and interact with us in studio today, you may comment at the bottom of the screen. As I love it, you can come through from Facebook, YouTube, it doesn't matter. Alright, as promised, we've got lots of entertainment, but before we get there, it's fun facts time. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, did you know the four corners in 4 states at once? Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. Did you know there's also one like that in South Africa? I need to find out the right names and I'll tell you guys tomorrow. Cool? Alright. Did you know the original name for the search engine Google was Backrub? Hey, don't you want to backrub it quickly? Just check the answers in. Backrub it. It was renamed Google after the Google. which is the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. So hence you get yeah. Alright, the oldest known living land animal is a tortoise named Jonathan. Okay, he who is about to turn 190 years old as we speak. He was born in 1832, guys, and has lived on the island of St. Helena in the Atlantic Ocean since 1882. He's the oldest tortoise. Woo! Alright, anyways, guys, coming up next, everybody knows the Bee Gees song called To Love Somebody, To Love Somebody the way I love you. Let's check out this whole song, this beautiful classic song covered today by POV Band from the Solomon Islands, kicking it reggae style. Check it out.
There's a light, a certain kind of light that never shone on me. I want my life to be, to live with you, to live with you. There's a way, yeah, everybody say, to do each and every little thing. But what does it bring if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. Hear my prayer, I see your face again. I know my frame of mind. You ain't got to be so blind, yeah, not blind, so very blind. I'm a girl, baby. Can't you see what I am? I live and I breathe for you. But what does it bring if I ain't got you? I ain't got you. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, to love somebody the way I love you. Baby, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, 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 to love somebody the way I love you.
You don't know what it's like, baby, you don't know what it's like. Oh, to love somebody, to love somebody. Oh, you like? Oh, sorry, welcome back, guys. What a beautiful performance by a it's POV band from the Solomon Islands doing a reggae version of the Bee Gees' To Love Somebody's classic. What a beautiful track. Alright, guys. Well, we're still streaming live. We're still keeping you well entertained. And because it's Women's Month, here's what's happening in the news. Now, according to the iconic New Rock Sculpture Park, will play host for forwarding, or should we say forward-thinking group Art of Superwoman for its highly anticipated Women's Day event. So the Phenomenal Woman concert will actually take place I think it took place on the 6th of August 1st. So basically this was promises to actually be the multidisciplinary celebration of talent, solidarity and contributions of women to family, society and the arts as well. So Astebeza, also known as the Bears Queen, Sedumeni, renowned for her musical skill and dedication to promoting women, and she hosted an impressive roster of singers, writers. She also had instrumentalists in the New Rock's artist residence. So if you want to check it out, Google it, see if she's having another event as this is not just Women's Day, it's Women's Month. So she's helping women uplift themselves, empowering women, whether you're skilled in writing, singing, dancing, cooking, teaching, no matter what it is, check out, she calls herself the Bass Queen. So you can Google Nirox Artist Residence, Nirox. So it's Nirox Artist Residence. Check that out on Google, as you know, Google's your friend, guys. Alright, happy Women's Day to those of you who I did not wish. If you are watching the show for the first time, click on the subscribe button and please click on the bell icon so it shows you the word all. Click on that, select that you want to be notified whenever we go live. And I hope you guys are well entertained with everything that you see this morning. If not, drop us a comment. It doesn't have to be good. Yeah, but no vulgarity. It's a family show, guys. Alright, getting back to our fun facts this morning. Did you know bats are the only mammal that can actually fly? Did you know? Alright. Here's another fun fact. Wombats are the only animal whose poop is cube-shaped. It's actually quite funny. This is due to how its intestines actually form the feces, guys. The animals then stack the cubes to mark their territory. I thought it was to build a house, so you can actually say, hey, your home is quite cut. Alright, another fun fact coming up. The most common wild bird in the world isn't the sparrow or the blue jay. It's they call it the red-billed quilly, which actually live in Africa and have estimated population of 1.5 billion. Sure. Anyway, another fun fact for you this morning. The heart of the blue whale, the largest animal on earth, is 5 feet long and weighs 400 pounds. The whale in total weighs 40,000. Yo, okay. That's a bit overweight, bro. Alright, another one. For comparison, an elephant's heart weighs around 30 pounds, guys. And a human heart, a mere 10 ounces. That's quite... My heart's light. Nah, man, I got a lot of love to give. Alright, here's a fun fact for you guys. Did you know that elephants can't jump? That's a good one. Alright, stay where you are. Lots of music and lots of fun coming up. Don't forget, we're doing Auntie Sheila from Durban. What a beautiful woman. Straight after this commercial break.
The rich taste that says you've arrived. Uyingakar. Living a life of illusion. Leaving your finances on the rocks. In this world of Bazotina Bantu, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Welcome back, everybody. For those of you who just joined us, good morning and happy Women's Day. How would you go power, man? Anyway, yeah, you're currently streaming live with us in Lenasia South on Attenville TV. This is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera and Heeralal. And if you want to interact with us in studio today, you can do so by commenting at the bottom of the screen or using the WhatsApp line, which you'll find written there at the bottom right of your screen. Yeah? Alright, as promised, we're going to keep you well entertained and laughing this morning. Coming up next, we've got Auntie Sheila reporting the water issues in Chatsworth and Shellcross. Check her out.
Hello? Hi, it's Amoy. Yes, I'm looking for the water department. Yes. To report a fault. Yes. Who can I speak to? Who am I speaking with? Sean. Okay, Sean. Sean, The whole of Chatsworth and the whole of Shellcross don't have water for I don't know how long. And this is getting a bit too much. Yes. No. From last week or so, people are suffering without water. What you're doing about it? From Saturday or so, apparently. Yeah. I see, don't worry about where I am from. It's none of your business. Are you my mother or my father to ask me where I'm from? Anyway, I'm not from the area. But why I'm phoning is, man, Sean, my sister-in-law got no water, Sean. You gotta help us, man. Because if you don't give her the water, she's gonna come here and stay by me. Bobby's sister, oh, that one is a big Germany. I don't want it in my house, man. She's like a bad luck thing. If she come here, all my luck to me and all will go away. What you can do, Sean? Sean, please, Sean. Okay, put me on your, who's your manager? Sean! I said I want it. You were wasting my time. I want you to put the water. What you want saying I mustn't get emotional. It's a big emotional thing, Sean. You don't know my sister, no? You don't know Bobby's sister. Do you know Bobby's sister? First you want to know where I stay. Now you want to know, telling me I'm so emotional. Sean, I'm not here to be your girlfriend, Sean. Okay. Then just get the water sorted out. Yes, don't worry about which area. I'm not from the area. But the thing is, my sister-in-law is from the area. And if she don't get the water, she's going to come away by me. And as I said, it'll be bad luck for me. Okay? Right. Okay, darling. Bye.
Sorry. I was trying to register that, our Lakshmi's going to go in. Sorry, it took me a while to register. That's Auntie Sheila, she's too dramatic. Auntie Sheila from German, guys. I wish I could have her every day on the show, but she doesn't post every single day. So, but if she could, or would, I think we should contact Auntie Sheila and see what she has to say. Sorry. Alright, now as you can see, we're posting up or we're showcasing live lots of things. Whether you can, your comedy, a stand-up comedy performance, or whether you do music, whether you can cook, capture it with your phone, your camera, your smartphone, and drop us a message. We'll put it out for you and you'll help us build our small community station and blossom it, as we can grow the numbers and keep everybody well entertained. Well, as we're still doing, we were talking about fishermen and different things that were discovered. It's actually a terror, but I don't want to go back to it. But what I want to finish the show with is our fun facts. Now, here's a couple of fun facts. Guys, don't forget, if you want to interact with us in the studio today, I'd like to hear from you guys. I know it's a public holiday, you're on leave, so but I know you're not getting paid, we're a non-profit company. But interact with us and join us in the conversation as we like to grow the station. Alright, let's talk about this now. Did you know? No, the signal was bad. Yes, you thought it froze. Okay. Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts? Oh my god, so they could have 3 different lovers. Think about it. That was a joke. Was a corny joke, right? Alright, did you know that cows don't actually have 4 stomachs? They have 1 stomach for 4 compartments. You know what I'd like to do? A compartment for cake, a compartment for chocolate, a compartment for vegetables, and a compartment for fruit. So whatever the body needs, everything you can take from the different, I'll call it departments, like a business. Alright, so here's another one, right? Did you know polar bears have black skin? Yeah, polar bears have black skin. I mean, and they actually, their fur isn't white. It's like, it's see-through, like, so it appears white as it reflects with the light, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, excuse me, another fun fact. Tiger skin is actually striped, okay? So just like their fur, also no 2 fur patterns are alike. Yeah? Okay, here's another one. Do you guys know what's flamingos? Yeah. A flamingo, well, flamingos are only pink because of chemicals called carotenoids and in algae and fish, which also eat the algae. So they eat their feathers and grayish white, so that's how they're born. So yeah, if you know what's flamingos, you can check that out. Okay, here's another one. Mosquitoes! Did you know mosquitoes are the most deadliest animals in the world? Yo! Okay. So they kill more people than any other creature due to diseases that they carry. So be careful when you see a mosquito, just think twice, just kill that thing. Done. Save yourself. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, another one is your last fun fact for this morning. What do Miss Piggy and Yoda have in common? Do you know who's Miss Piggy and Yoda? Okay, anyway, they were both voiced by the same person, puppeteer Frank Oz. Stay exactly where you are, guys. We're coming towards the end of the show. We'll come back straight after this commercial break. Welcome back, you fine folks. For all of you who just joined us, you are a little late. Please rewind to the beginning of, on the bar on your YouTube or your Facebook. Just go to the beginning of the show, or just wait for the show to end and you can click on the link and watch it over and over and over again. Sorry, having my moments here. Alright, welcome back. You're still streaming live with us in Lenasia South. As you know, we're on Attenville TV, guys. You're watching the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal. Ooh, I gotta share with you guys. So I just started TikTok, and please follow me. My name is Kimera Heeralal 1 on TikTok, and yeah, so that's it. It's just 1, not 0, 1. Kimera Heeralal 1. Find me on TikTok, baby. And just whenever I come into the screen, I'm sure you see my name at the bottom of the screen. Get the spelling correct. Yeah. Anyways, coming up next, keeping you well entertained on this beautiful Wednesday morning, John Bully Gates' his challenge with the Cutler Kids. Check them out.
John fully get it. I fully get it. John fully get it. I fully get it. John fully get it. Ufunani bas John, e bas John, e bas John. Utandani bas John, e bas John, e bas John. Ufunani bas John, e bas John, e bas John. Utandani bas John, e bas John, e bas John. E babelela umtanda, enikezela umtanda. E babelela umtanda, enikezela umtanda. E babelela umtanda, enikezela umtanda. E babelela umtanda, enikezela umtanda.
Exe, ubeletse mapara a jazz.
Erethi chutu masikhetela uyababona nawe banini ma chutu masikhetela uyababona nawe banini ma Erethi chutu masikhetela uyababona nawe banini ma chutu masikhetela uyababona nawe banini ma Erethi lasistoro Erethi John Fuligate istoro Erethi John Fuligate Erethi lasistoro Erethi John Fuligate Erethi lasistoro Erethi John Fuligate
John Bulligate. John Bulligate with the cut kids. Oh my god, what a performance, guys. Don't forget, if you've got talent and a smartphone, capture it with your camera and drop us a message at the bottom of the screen. Oh, we will contact you again, I promise. Alright guys, it's come towards the end of the show where I got to go now. It's Women's Day, y'all. I'm also gonna get some leave, but you'll see me again later. Just after 6 o'clock on the Journey Show, baby. That show is a cultured show where I behave myself. Yes, cultured. I humble myself. I gotta hit you with the Vanakam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sairam, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Esarnamayappa. All the greetings under Hinduism. If there's more, I know there's more because there's like subcategories under Hinduism. People just, it's different language barriers. That's all it is, guys. But anyway, join us tonight if you want to learn about culture. Find yourself with us. You know, it'll be quite nice, I think. I don't know, the directors, everyone laughing in the back there. We'll find ourselves a little bit later. We actually talking about the Meenakshi Amma tonight. Join us, it's going to be fun. If you're wondering what I'm saying, guys, for those of you who are out of Hinduism, join the show. It's actually fun. It's a nice, it's basically like a talk show. That's what our streaming is about right here on Attenborough TV. It's for everyone. That's our slogan, by the way, if you're wondering what that was. It wasn't an outburst. I know my personality may come across as 10 different people. Sorry about that. But you'll get used to it. You either love me or you hate me. I don't know what else to tell you. But anyway, join us tonight at 6 p.m. guys. From myself, Kimera, Heeralal, happy Women's Day to all the ladies. You deserve this day off, so I'm glad they made it a public holiday. Love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye for now.